Hi guys, welcome back to my channel if you're new here.
Girl, you just say you thick. I'm thick as a snicker, period. Thicker than a snicker, period. What's up? Okay, let's actually just start from here. Hey guys, if you're new, welcome to my channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, it's good to have you back. I'm here today with my friend Atli. Full name, everything. As you can see from the title, today I'll be doing a story time about how we almost got kidnapped.
Wow.
We almost got kidnapped.
Yeah, okay.
Where did we start from? From dinner.
Dinner.
So we decided to go to dinner because my friends like things and they like the streets.
And you especially. You are the friend you're talking
I was
about.
influenced. You made me lose my train of thought.
We were coming back from dinner.
No, we went. Oh yeah, we went to dinner, and then we were requesting. And can I tell you, I requested and they cancelled on me 5 times. Do you know how hard it was for me to get that Uber? And then my mom started calling and she's like, Zoe,
Where you
where you at, girl? It's come. Sorry, you're nasty. She's panicking because her friend got fined 5,000 rand for going home after
curfew.
Curfew.
My mom was also calling. I'm sure she called me 4 times and she's like, why haven't you been answering my phone? I was like, sorry, I had it on silent. Yeah. So we're in the car, you know, it's nice. Driving.
Actually, not even. So, to make things easier for this guy, we go to a garage, nah? So that he can pick us up from a garage. Shop. Now, he says, no, let's not take the highway that's showing on the route. Now, he says, no, there's too many cops there. Let's take a different highway.
Yeah.
There already, I was like, that's a bit weird, mate.
I wasn't thinking, yeah?
That's a bit weird. And nobody listened to that. Me, I was sitting in the front. So I was like, that's weird because I see a different route on the thing. But also, I didn't make a scene because I could see where we were going.
And we wanted to get home.
Exactly. So
it's like, is there any way you can get us there? Like,
nah.
Like, drive the sexy Puma. Like, drive the sexy Puma so crazy. Like,
it's why you drive your sexy Puma crazy.
like, get us there now. He's like, no, like this, you know, like this is the speed that I can go at. Because we were also seeing car accidents on our way. So he's like, if I go any faster,
it was
that
one
would be
car
us.
accident. Not
Didn't
car
you say
accident. It was one. Stop it.
Okay, 1. So we're on the highway, you know, highwaying, passing Wits Stadium. Why does the car start going? So the car stops now, and in my mind, I was like, this car is not stopping.
It's not.
I was like, it's not stopping. He's stopping us. It's not stopping by itself.
Guys, it literally wasn't stopping by itself. You know, when a car is thingy, when you're running out of fuel, it starts jerking. This thing didn't jerk. This man, I was watching him. I saw nothing wrong was happening. You know? So now, this man is like, ooh, I'm running out of fuel. We have to stop. Also, with that thing, now there's like a railing thing there. And then there's a slope. And then it's Wits Stadium there, that side now. And then if you go a bit further, there's a wall where nobody can see you. If he just went a little further, because surely if you're running out of fuel, there is still enough to get us at least to the wall where we covered, and it's a little safer because nobody can see us. No, you want to put us out in the open where everybody can see us.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey.
So now we stop and he's like, okay, the fuel's just gone.
She's finished. So we're like, fine. Okay, we need to get home. Stop the ride. Nah? And then he's like, okay, fine. He stops the ride now. And I think he went outside of the car and then he came back inside. But while he was gone, we were like, we're not paying for this ride. So I'm like, guys, we're not paying for the ride. Like, we can't pay. And Fenty, my sister, she was also like, we're not paying. So she was like, somebody, when he gets inside the car, tell him we're not paying for the ride. So he gets inside, he stops the ride. And then we're like, oh, and then he gave us the total for the ride, né? Like from where we come from to where we are.
No.
It's 162. The whole ride altogether was going to be 200 and something.
Okay, yeah. It was 200 and something, no?
So
now where we were, it was
162.
162. First of all, we're not even halfway. And you want us to pay more than half of the actual rate. You actually not okay in your head. You're mad. So then it's like, no, the least I can do is 140. I was like, you are mad. We are not paying. Because first of all, we didn't reach our destination. We didn't even reach halfway. You're not even taking us to a public platform where somebody can pick us up nicely, where we are seen, where we are safe. No, you're not doing that. So stop it. You putting our lives in danger. Just this argument went on for forever.
Forever. And then he was like, you know what, just don't pay.
Just don't pay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Just don't pay. So then he's like, you know, so it's like, I'm gonna leave you here in the car. I'm gonna go and walk to the petrol station and get thingy. We were like, leave us?
You want me to do what?
You want me to stay where?
You want me to do what?
I was like, hell no!
Oh, hell
No! That's mad! No!
He was doing a madness.
Like, no. Someone was like, no, we're not going to stay inside the car. We're going to rather walk with you. And then he was like, no, but you can't walk with me because... So we
then they forced. They were like, no, we're going to walk everything. They're like, Zoe, get out the car, blah, blah, blah. Because I was starting to panic now. I was starting to panic. It was still the beginning stages. It went to the top.
Early days. Early days, brother. Yeah?
It went to the top. To the top floor. So now we get out everything. They're like, take your bags. Because if you leave it here, they hijack the car.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Everything's gone.
Even though taking our bags with us also
was making us victims.
Like, either way, guys.
No, either way, anything could have went wrong.
Both sides. So it's literally
Both sides.
The better of both risks. I don't know. So now we get out. This guy's like, okay, sharplet thing. I'm like, guys, I'm not walking. This is mad. This is actually crazy. We cannot walk on the side of the highway. That's just... Then he says, okay, no, wait here. Let me go here to the security here by the Wits Stadium and ask them to go and buy it. Or them to wait with you. Now, first he asked, let me ask them. And I'm like, no, he's not going to leave. He's supposed to go. And he's like, okay, let me ask him to wait with you. Or if you guys can wait there. We're like, that's even worse.
Because
it's a little harder to get us from the highway. Now we're there at the bottom by the stadium. There's a gate. We can't go inside Wits. If someone comes there, we're cornered.
Yeah.
It's over.
Done.
Like, it's done. You're actually mad. And so then Zoe's full on panicking.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm
like suffocating.
I'm losing it, mate.
Losing it, brother.
I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Now we're in the car. Everything is happening. It's nice. You know the vibes.
Nice.
Okay.
Girl, where was you at? Nice. So let me tell you, nah, something very sneaky happened. So he wants to hike a car, nah, but
tickling me.
But I don't know if it was just to I don't know if he was hiking so that he could go with the guy. No, he was essentially hiking so that we could get into whatever Uber or whatever car stops to pick us up. So we were like, we're not gonna stop and get into another car not knowing who the driver is because we requested you.
And they have your details here.
Do you know what I'm
histories
saying?
on this app, everything. Now imagine we get in there. We don't have this guy's details.
Nothing.
The
only thing we have is a number plate.
A number plate and whatever name you give us.
Exactly. You could say my name is Temba, but your name is Mabuto. So like it's like okay. So anyway, tell me why this guy hikes like just to do this, nah? The first car that stops is an Uber. A guy who died. He
You pissing me off.
You're pissing me the hell off. I can't even talk. Okay, so the car stops, né? The first car that passes by stops and he says that it's an Uber driver who he doesn't even know. Please get into his car, whatever. We're like, we're not getting into that car.
And he's like, no, but it's an Uber, blah, blah, blah. And this man was aggressive, guys.
Yeah.
Like his tone, I was not having it.
Yeah.
I'm not your child. Stop it.
I'm not your kid.
Stop it.
Yeah. I'm not your wife. Because you guys also talk to your wife.
Yeah. You guys didn't have to respect your wife. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
So we're not getting into that car, and now it's like a screaming match again. Like, no, we're not. So then he was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna ask him to get me petrol. So we're like, okay, fine. And he asked the other Uber driver to get him petrol. So he says, yeah, get me petrol. Tell me why he comes around the car. Now he's talking to us again. I can't remember what that conversation was about. But then he ended up saying...
Okay, I just need to remind you guys that this guy picked us up at a garage, no?
Yeah.
Where he could have filled up.
Okay.
He ran out of petrol on the highway.
Yeah.
Specifically. Secondly, now he's asking a random person to get him petrol. How's he going to pay this person for that petrol?
No, let's wait.
Okay.
Because we didn't get to the part where he said what he said.
Okay.
So he was like, so he comes around the car and now he starts talking to us. He's telling us get inside the car. And then I don't know what conversation him, Fenty, and Amy were having. Because at this point I was just like so like shocked that I just went quiet. So he's talking to them and he's like, get inside the car. And then he's like, so Fenty was screaming at him about something. And then he's like, guys, my brother died last week. I used my last 100 rand on petrol for you.
Okay, and
how are you getting the petrol from the other Uber driver? Surely he's not getting you petrol for free.
Surely he's not. Especially if you don't know him. You don't know this guy. He's randomly just gonna... First of all, it's his... You stopped him. He could have been getting a ride or something. You wasting his money. Secondly, it's his labor for going to get the petrol, coming back. Then it's the actual petrol. Stop it.
Because even if he gives you the petrol, you have to pay for the petrol and also for his troubles.
Exactly.
Like just to say thank you. Like you know what I mean? To say So yes. So I was like in that moment I was like Marahana. I was like, but no, actually, hey, but it's fine. Sense. I was like, you know what, it's fine. So we get into the car. And now Fenty's like, I don't know how we're supposed to feel sorry for him just because his brother died, whatever. Amy's now also screaming. Fenty goes, Amy, stop screaming. But they're both screaming. Okay.
And listen, you guys were all screaming.
I wasn't screaming. I went quiet.
Me, I was crying there in the front and panicking. I'm just hearing, and their voices are like this. And I'm just like, guys, do you know that this is not going to fix anything? And you are making me panic worse here also. Because you're making noise and you're stressing me out, man. You're pissing me off. Like, this guy is pissing me off. You guys are stressing me out.
It's pissing off squid.
Come on.
You know? So I was like, no, because like when if I ever experience like very weird situations, I don't like to talk necessarily. Because like I just feel like we're all gonna screaming and then it's unnecessary.
Exactly. So nothing is being resolved.
Sitting in the backseat just bored.
Guys, and I'm telling you, I usually go into survival mode with things like that. I don't panic. But now because it was with me, it was a very triggering situation. Yeah. So I was just like, I was out of it. Yeah, so because it was a very triggering situation, you know, I was just ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit. I need to call my mom. And then Fenty and Amy, they're arguing with me. They're like, no, don't, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know why, because, I mean, we didn't sneak out or anything. We're not in trouble. Stop it. Like, why are you stopping me from calling my mom? And the thing is, she wanted to pick me up originally.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to inconvenience her and make her get out of her bed and everything. Now she must get in the car and come and fetch us. We actually just all need to learn how to drive.
Actually, Amy's the only one who knows, but she doesn't have a car.
And it's an automatic also. She can't drive a manual. You know what? We actually just
need to learn how to drive. That's the moral of the story. The video's over.
Basically. Just go get a license.
Just go get a license.
In a car.
I mean, it's great. If we were having a car in the vicinity, we would have been okay, yeah? But we didn't have a car. So anyway,
I called my mom now and I'm like, okay, listen, we are stuck. We stuck.
Yeah. I said, hand me the phone. Let me talk to her. So like now I'm explaining to Zoe's mom, like this is where we are, yada yada yada. So she's like, keep in touch, whatever. So he's like, okay, everyone get inside the car now. We're just waiting for the petrol. Okay, fine. Now we're in the car, and then we checked in with Zoe's mom and whatever, and we called, and she was like, are you guys still fine and all that stuff? And we're like, yes. And then the other Uber gets there with the petrol. So now he gets the petrol. Our Uber driver gets the petrol, right?
We didn't see this petrol actually. We just saw that jug.
Yeah.
You're lying.
I saw it.
You're lying.
I saw the jug. The bag, the container.
You didn't see him put the petrol in. He just stood there. For all you know, he could have just been standing there. That could have been water. You didn't look. Also, do you know that when you get petrol now and your car is completely out of petrol and you put petrol in, you have to shake the car so that it goes in, because that pump, the petrol pump station, it shoots
directly. But now when you have
like this pressure in it, so that thing, it doesn't use it. He didn't shake the car. Nothing, dog. I've been in that situation before, so I know what's supposed to happen. None of that happened.
What's his name?
I'll get it. I reported him, everything. They said they're gonna put it on his profile.
But like, you are a sly fox.
I've been in. That's why I was like, this guy's trying to kidnap us. Because me, I've been in the situation. I know what's supposed to happen. I know what happens when your car completely runs out of fuel.
No, I'm actually shocked at this.
Dog. I was just like, no ways.
But anyway, so he's like, yeah, he gets the petrol, he puts it in the car. And then he gets inside the car, né? And then, so while he's pouring the petrol in, Fitz is like, someone needs to tell him that we're not leaving with him, we're waiting for Zoe's mom. So then he gets inside the car and I'm like, we're not going with you. Like,
because
I'm trying to...
Also him, you heard us calling her. You heard everything happen.
Hey.
You heard she's on her way. Every time we've been calling to check in and tell her, listen, we're still here. This is what's happening right now.
Hey.
Listen, this is what's happening. He just got petrol.
Why would you want to start moving the car? So he gets inside the car and I'm trying to tell him, no, we're not going with you. We're waiting for Zoe's mom. She's almost here. Then he's like, no, let me move you guys to a public area so that you guys, so that we're safe. Like, because this is not safe just hanging around.
Like it was problematic, because why are you driving? And also as we're telling him stop, he's driving slowly and he's like, no, I can't stay, and he's moving, and now we're panicking. We're like, don't move, what are you doing? Why are you driving? Why?
And then I think someone was like, no, stop the car. And then we're like, let's call Zoe's mom, or Zoe's mom called us, and we were trying to tell her that he wants to leave and take us to a public area. So are you on your way already, or can this actually take
and actually with the call thing now, so now we're like, okay, let me call. He's okay, let me hold the phone, blah blah blah. And then Fitz is like, you're not gonna hold this phone. Me, I'll hold it, I'll put it on speaker. He's like, what? So you don't trust me, blah blah blah. I've been so good to you guys. And he's getting aggressive. We're like, what are you doing actually? Because what do you even mean?
Yeah, just like
what difference does it make if you hold the phone? Like, why is it so important to you to hold the phone? Like, what is your plan with my phone?
Exactly.
This is happening as the phone is ringing. So now my mom picks up everything, and then we're talking, and we're like, Mom, talk to this guy.
Yeah, that was the last call. And then we saw her lights in the back, and then he's like, I think that's her. And then she came and she parked like straight under, you see the wall that Zoe spoke about? She actually parked there because it's the thing that makes sense to do. Then we get out or whatever, and then he gets out of the car and he goes to Zoe's mom's window and he's like,
what did he even say?
Sorry. He was basically just saying like, I'm so sorry. He was also like saying like how are you like driving with 4 young girls in the car and you know that you don't have petrol? Like, why does that, like, logically in your mind, like, does that actually make any sense to you? So now we're driving, we leave, and then the other Uber driver drove past us.
They were like, there's that Uber driver, because he flickered his lights.
And Zoe's mom was like, why is he flicking his lights at me after getting stuck with you guys? And then Fenton and Amy were like, no, that's not him. That's the other Uber driver who got the petrol. So in my head, I'm like, why would the other Uber driver go get the petrol? And you guys don't know each other. Why would he go get the petrol, come back, give you the petrol, go, and then come back again to...
Yeah, because why was he still there? He left. So, guys, that car disappeared.
We saw him drive off. Why was he back there?
How did we see this guy again? It was very weird.
Yeah,
so now imagine he happened to convince my mother, and that guy was waiting there wherever. Like, my mind was going to so many places.
I was like,
now we're shook, because now the trauma is actually settling in, and we're like, oh my gosh,
realizing what happened.
This just happened. Yeah. This could have happened, and now our minds are going all over the places. You know, they're just going everywhere, and it was just so traumatic, guys. Basically, moral of the story:
don't take Ubers.
Don't do it.
I mean, we know you need to get from
like
B,
if there's no other option, be on a call while you're in the Uber if it's not too far, you know, and you have enough
Get in the Uber
airtime.
and say, do I have my gun? I thought I had my gun.
Oh, let me check my pepper spray. Where my knife
Where
at?
my knife at?
Where my knife at?
Hey,
You know?
extra precautions. Sit behind the driver.
Yes,
So that
you
it's
have
easier
to
like
strangle
strangle
if you
him.
have to. If push comes to shove, hey,
Then you do what you gotta do.
you do what you gotta do. Also, I know a lot of people say sit in the front because of the child lock thing, but sitting in the front, people could be in the boot.
Back.
In the boot. They also always check the boot because people could be sitting in the boot. They push that seat forward. You there in the front. It's a mess.
It's
you
done.
know.
It's so over. Check everything because like as much as it might annoy the driver that you're being so like cautious to say like let me see this, let me see that, but is your life really worth not annoying a driver? A driver for 2 seconds. Just
And why
checking?
are they getting annoyed? Also,
And why
on
are they
top of
getting
that?
annoyed on top
like,
of that?
Literally, if your gut is telling you something is wrong, listen to it. Personally, I'm gonna do whatever it takes not to take an Uber. I will ask my mom, my brother, whoever I can, because
But just don't go.
just don't. You know, you don't have to be everywhere. Stay in your house.
Hey.
Read a book. Watch
Read
a
a
movie.
book.
Study or something.
You know?
Shitty course is chowing.
Yeah.
And
hey.
like
A lot is happening that
You
you
know?
can fix in your life. Just stay at home.
meditate.
Don't go to Moja. Don't go to Urban Crow.
Don't go to Chaka Park. We have come to the end of the video. Please like, comment down below, subscribe, share. All that good. You know what? You know the vibes already. Okay, bye guys.